Yeah, so we got some new info on this electric SUV from Hyundai. This is the 3-row. This is the big one, following in the footsteps of the 5 and 6. And yeah, initially it was supposed to be called the 7, but they've confirmed now that it's going to be called the Ioniq 9. So this is, of course, it's going to be the sibling or the sister to the EV9. And, basically all the specs here are likely to be the same. 76 kilowatt hour battery or about 100 kilowatt hour battery. And, somewhere around 300 miles of range. But they did mention, possibly doing an EREV, extended range electric vehicle. So a little gas motor in there just primarily to provide electricity, not to drive the wheels at all. So yeah, they say, EV driving experience is what you would get 100% of the time. But, if you couldn't charge up for whatever reason, you could just continue running on, you could just keep the battery full basically by running the gas engine. And they're going to say, yeah, 900 kilometers, basically over 500 miles of range. But this is, of course, with the battery completely charged up and a full tank of gas. But still, obviously it's going to be almost double, what the electric EV9 can do. So, they're saying that, this is a proposition. This could make sense. And they're saying the price is going to be good as well because, you might say, well, this is just going to add complexity if you got to have, an engine plus a battery pack. But yeah, they're saying, basically the battery pack wouldn't be as big. Now for the styling here, based on the spy photos, the front end should look pretty similar to this. It's the rear end that's probably going to look a lot different because, yeah, these spy photos, they show these vertical, kind of the traditional vertical taillights. Will we get light bar going all the way across like the other Ioniq models? Probably, but it's probably not going to be, this 360 wrap around this huge rear glass. I don't know if any of you guys would even want this. You want people to see all your cargo. So I kind of threw this thing in the Photoshop just to kind of see, again, based on that spy photo, just to kind of see what maybe it might look closer to something like this. So let me know what you guys think of that. And then for the interior, they showed off this like lounge style interior on that 7 concept. Of course we're not going to get, we're not going to get these designer chairs. But, they did end up bringing something like this to production already. Again, the EV9 had, these captain chairs that could swivel. So probably the same mechanism. And we'll probably get a more traditional dash as well. This is from the new Santa Fe, by the way. A lot of people say this is kind of similar to a Land Rover. So, yeah, I don't think anybody would be complaining if they put an interior like that in this thing. And, some cool news about this as well is they're going to be building this in the U.S., in the state of Georgia. So, they're saying, yes, you probably will get the tax incentive. So, we have a lot to look forward to. Actually, we're going to find out everything later this year. They say by the end of the year, they are going to debut this thing. And then you'll probably have to wait about another year or so for it to actually enter production.